Hey everybody, it's Russell Frost for What Drives Us, and here I am in the driver's seat. Not figuratively, literally in the driver's seat of the 2017 Hyundai Ioniq SEL. I don't know if I can blame Hyundai for this. Maybe not. Maybe a little bit, but maybe not. But when Hyundai launched the Ioniq, and like Prius, like Toyota's Prius, Ioniq is sort of a quasi kind of part-time sub-brand. Ioniq represents a hybrid, a plug-in hybrid, and an EV. This is the hybrid version. This is the flagship, I guess, the leader, right? And getting back to where I don't know that I can hold Hyundai responsible for this, there was a lot of talk because this car was announced, and then we saw lots of mule versions, test versions. This was the Prius killer. This was a car designed from the ground up to beat the Prius ass. Forgive me for putting it in playground terms, but there you go. I think those kind of contests, those this killer or that killer, are kind of juvenile, and I'm not a big fan of them. This car has good things going for it, and it has problems. And is it better than Prius? Honestly, I don't know. It's going to suit some people, and others it won't suit. That's kind of a wishy-washy way to put it, but I think, again, to assume that my subjective opinion should dominate yours probably isn't the best cause. I'm going to offer subjective opinions, but I'm also going to try and lay things out as objectively as possible and let you evaluate that in terms of your needs and your uses. There are people that love Hyundais. There are people that love Toyotas. And I don't want to, you know what, I have to get out of this. I don't want to do this whole review, this car versus that car, because I hate that. So let's talk about Ioniq. Its strengths. Mileage. MPG is pretty strong. I've driven it now about 260 miles. I've gotten an average of 50 MPG. That's in under great conditions and under a lot of bad conditions. I consider that good. Other strengths. Forgive me for saying this, it doesn't look like a Prius. It looks like a Hyundai sedan. This version happens to be the hatchback. It's nice. It's a small 4-passenger hatchback. Nothing wrong with that. Lots of people don't want a Prius or don't like the look of the Prius. So this is certainly a strong alternative for those people for whom the styling is just it's a no-go. It has lots of features. It has a full complement of contemporary safety features: lane keep, lane departure warnings, dynamic cruise control, which works very well. Full-sided sensors around the edges of the vehicle, blind spot monitors. It's very much a 2017 vehicle and updated in every way. It's not really behind in anything. The downside, I'm not a super big fan of the build quality. And that's not to say that it's poorly built. It just, when you're in it, it feels really plasticky to me. This is a $26,000 hybrid. It's not the most expensive vehicle on the road. It's not supposed to drive like a high-end luxury car. More negatives. I think my biggest problem with this car is Hyundai's implementation of their hybrid system. I think my biggest problem with this vehicle is a fundamental one, and that's the Hyundai hybrid system. The Hyundai hybrid system is a little odd. it's not as smooth as other companies' hybrid systems. There are times when you press on the gas and it seems like the car doesn't know, is it going electric, is it going gas, is it going a combination of both? There's a hesitation, and I find that really frustrating, that hesitation. It bugs the hell out of me. So I think that's I don't know that it's something you're going to get around. Now, if you haven't driven a lot of other hybrids and you like the styling of this, will that make a difference? Not really. I mean, it's just a thing. And some cars have weird acceleration curves and some cars don't. If for you like Hyundai and you like the styling, the MPG performance is good, the technology is strong, the safety features are there. It's a comfortable car. No reason not to get it. Other things I don't like. It's loud. The road noise. This car isn't well insulated. And I think more and more, maybe it's just because I'm old, I don't know, but more and more I want a quiet cabin to start with. And this isn't super quiet. The stereo's nice. It has CarPlay and Android Auto, which works very well. Maybe too well, because every time I plug in my phone, CarPlay takes over, and I tried to block it, but it won't let me do that. That may be an Apple thing. That may not be Hyundai's thing. Who knows? Everything electric, a fully positionable driver's seat. The dashboard is electronic, but unfortunately, it mimics an analog dashboard, which I don't really like. It kind of bugs me. I think advanced technology cars should have advanced technology instrumentation. And I don't know why I need a needle pointing to a number when I could just have a big number that's very easy to read. That frustrates me. I think that's a step backwards. Some of the gauging for the hybrid features is a little funky. Again, it's very standard, nothing different about this, nothing worse than anybody else who does this sort of blended analog digital instrumentation. But I think there are better ways to do it, and in just falling into line with other car companies, Hyundai's missed a chance to stand out, to separate themselves and go, hey, look at our instrumentation, it's even easier to read. It's more helpful. You can kind of hear some of the road noise. That's Harley next to me. Not even a really loud one, just, it's a Harley. The advanced technology in this car is good. The dynamic cruise works well. It works a full range dynamic cruise, not a range limited dynamic cruise. The lane keep, the lane departure warning system, it's kind of annoying, but it works. It works very well. The blind spot monitor works pretty well. I'm going to have to see if it's adjustable. I think it's been adjusted down to only get vehicles that are very close to the car. At least that's what it feels like. Some of the menus, there's some stuff buried that's a little funky. The controls on the steering wheel are coherent. There's the usual suite of buttons over by my left knee, which hopefully I never need to adjust while I'm driving the car. Otherwise, it's a pretty standard vehicle. I mean, a USB outlet that connects with the infotainment system and aux in, two 12-volt plugs in the front. There's a little well for your phone or whatever portable device you carry with you. The Ioniq is I look at the Ioniq as I did the first generation Prius. First generation Prius was a pioneering vehicle, and it had a lot of flaws. It was a first generation vehicle. Toyota has since improved upon that considerably, and the new 4G Prius is an outstanding vehicle in nearly every way. I think Hyundai's going to improve on this car considerably in the next generation. They will certainly learn a lot, and I look forward to seeing the second generation Ioniq. Does that sound like kind of damning with faint praise? It might be. It might be. Here's what I don't get. Let's just say, and forgive me, I'm in California now, you live in California and you are looking for a hybrid and you want to spend under 30, but you want a nice one. You want something with lots of features. The Ioniq, this Ioniq SEL at $25,991 is a good value. It's a very good value. Let's take this car to be what it is. For $26,000, is this a great car? It's a pretty darn good one. It's a very solid ride. It offers a lot of technology. It offers great MPG. It offers a high level of safety. It offers some nice technology. There's nothing wrong with that. For $25,991, this isn't a bad deal at all. And it's definitely worth considering. Ignoring the acceleration issue, the Ioniq has power. It has get up and go. It drives very smoothly. It's a comfortable car to drive. Long daily commute, it's absolutely fine for, especially with the addition of things like dynamic cruise, blind spot monitoring and whatnot. It works well in traffic. I suppose the other strength of Ioniq, and you know, for some, is that it doesn't look like an advanced tech car. It looks like a sedan. It looks like a little Hyundai sedan. You would have no idea what's under the hood or what's driving the vehicle by looking at it. So in that sense, it just looks like a gas car. Maybe that's an advantage for you, maybe not. Stop by youtube.com/whatdrivesus. Download any of the content, our weekly shows or my reviews, and find out what drives us.